Hi guys, so I promised you guys that I would do some store-bought bath bombs. So here I have some Spider-Man bath bombs that I got, I think, at Walmart. And they were $3. These are cherry scented Spider-Man bath bombs. What makes some Spider-Man bath bombs? I have no idea, other than maybe their color. And again, I do these demos for you guys. But again, I caution you guys that if your children have any kind of skin sensitivity to anything, I don't use store-bought bath bombs for them, but I do demo them for you guys in case your children have no skin sensitivities, just to show you how they react in the water. So I'm going to go ahead and unwrap this and show you guys how these things work in the water. Again, Spider-Man bath bombs, I bought them at Walmart. I will caution you, now that I have these open, that because I don't plan on using this bath water as a bath, the bathtub is not fully filled to capacity. I'm not going to waste a whole tub full of water, but you guys will get to see how it reacts in the water and some of what the color will look like in the tub. Just remember that it's going to be, if there is color to the water, it's going to be a little deeper in color than it would be if the tub were more full. So let's go ahead and see what these things look like in water. I should have filled this up a little more. I didn't realize it was so little of water here. I'm going to do a feminine little girl's bath bomb next, and I'm going to make sure I have more water to watch them roll around. I'm sorry about that. I really should have filled this up a little more. Now that I'm looking at it, it's just sitting at the bottom. My fault. These probably would be just rolling around in the water. So let me just fill up the tub just a little bit more. Alright, I'm back with a little more water in the tub. So let's go ahead and put them back in the water. Oh, so that was a total waste. They're not floating at all. So that was the problem. Anyway, they're not floating. That was a waste. So they're not floating, but they are fizzing towards the top. I feel a little silly now because I thought it was the fact that I had not put enough water in the tub. But they're just fizzies. They're not doing any foaming action, which I usually don't really expect much out of bath bombs that I get. Like off the shelf. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. When it does happen, I'm pleasantly surprised. But I usually expect this kind of action out of bath bombs that I get from like Walmart or whatever. So yeah, so looks like they're quick fizzing. But the kids will get a kick out of seeing the color come out of them and the fact that they're Spider-Man bath bombs. The boys might like it. It does say that they're cherry scented, but I smell absolutely nothing. And the fact that this tub is barely filled, I mean, you know, there's hardly any water in it. There's enough for it to float, obviously, because it just didn't float. And there's hardly any color in here. It's like a pale pink. If I swirl it around, it becomes a pale pink. So if it were a full tub, there'd probably be hardly any color at all. So that's the Spider-Man bath bomb. And it's about gone with the yellow. And the yellow probably has something to do with the pale pink color because it added I guess it's supposed to be an orange color. But it's really so, as you can see, when you see it in my hand, it's so pale that if I were to fill this tub up all the way, there'd probably be no color at all. But again, little boys, they may actually dig this. So I'm going to put this on pause, and I'm going to proceed with the next bath bomb, the next children's bath bomb. Alright guys, I decided to get a little smarter about how I'm doing this. So I'm using a little tub for all of my children's or store-bought bath bombs, since I'm not going to use the whole bath bomb or use the whole bath. And then you could use your imagination as far as how the color will react in a full bathtub. So this time we have JoJo Siwa's bath bombs. These are 2 little girl bath bombs. Layla doesn't happen to like her, so she advised me against getting them because they were going to be whack, she said. But let's see, these are cupcake scented, so let's see how these react. They also were at Walmart for $3, and I think they're from the same exact company, so I'm assuming they're going to react the same way, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'll be right back. Alright guys, these do smell like cupcake. It's a very light scented cupcake scent that I smell. Not bad. So let's go ahead and see it react in the water. Go ahead and drop the first one in, and there is plenty of water for it to float if it needs to, and it's not floating, so it's the same as the Spider-Man ones. And this one as well. It's a very pretty color. I actually do smell this one, but it may be because it's more concentrated. Being as though it's in a smaller tub, the color is more concentrated. Of course, because it's not in a big bathtub. So again, use your imagination. You saw what the other one did in the other tub where it was very light colored. And it's probably going to last probably about 3 minutes, because that's what happened with the other one. So yeah, can't really see what's going on in there. It's kind of dark, but if I put my hand in here, it's a pretty dark purple color. Again, it'll probably be like a light purple color in your bathtub. Not pretty, it'll probably be, but it's going to be a light purple in your bathtub. It's going to be pretty much diluted, so just take that into account. And it's 2.5 minutes so far. Well, that's not true. Let's just say it's been about 2 minutes, because there was about 30 seconds where I was telling you about the bath bomb. And it does no longer smells like cupcake. The scent is completely gone at this point. But it did initially smell like cupcake. So I think the kids might enjoy this. And this probably will be maybe even a light pink color for the girls in the bathtub. Ooh, I don't know how that got in there. But yeah, so it's been about 3 minutes. So this bath bomb lasted about 3 minutes. Looks a little oily towards the top of the bath bomb, but it doesn't feel oily. So again, use your discretion. Did that stuff come from inside the bath bomb? Because this was a totally clean tub that I put water in. So I'm not sure where all those little thingies came from there. There's some stuff floating around there that wasn't there before. So I'm not sure where it came from. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Alright, so that's it for the JoJo, I think it's Siwa. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I don't really know much about this. I don't know if she's a singer or what, but that's all for that bath bomb. I'm going to keep it on moving with a Shopkins bath bomb. Alright guys, these next bath fizzies come from Five Below, and they are Shopkins, and they're little heart-shaped pretty guys. I think I'm only going to use maybe 2 of them, and they're berry, cotton candy, grape, apple, and lemon scented. And they do say bath fizzies, so I'm assuming they're just bath fizzies. And they're for ages 5 and up, and I got these again at Five Below. And does have its normal advisories on the back. So again, they're Shopkins, and I'll be back with the demo. Alright, we are back with the Shopkins Fizzies. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I have 3 of them in my hand. I'm going to go ahead and drop them in. And I thought that one might actually have a little buoyancy to it. And looks like it's trying to float. No, it's not. So they actually don't smell that bad. And they are just fizzies. These actually look kind of fun. They feel, however, immediately super greasy. I know that I put 3 of them in there, but they've hardly even melted yet, and already the water feels greasy. Just letting you know. Had I told you this at the end, I'd say it's because I used 3 of them, but it's at the very beginning of using the Bath Fizzies, and they feel greasy. So it looks like the overpowering color here is yellow. The pink is putting out a little color, but it looks like the yellow is very overpowering. The pink is a very light color, so you can imagine if it's light in this little tub, it's probably going to be non-existent in the big tub. Forgot even what color it was. I was about to say green because it's just so non-showy. This is also like a very light pastel. Literally, these are going to last probably a minute. Yeah, super oily. Yeah, you might. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about these. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest getting these. They're gone within a couple of seconds. The tub of water is all yellow. That means the other colors didn't put out any color at all. And it's just oily. It was oily from the moment I threw them in there. I mean, I just feel oily right now. So, no to the Shopkins. I mean, look, if you want to buy the Shopkins, you can. Because the truth of the matter is, if it were in a bigger bathtub, the oil would disperse and there would be less oil. But also the show and the color, what's the point? Like, literally lasted a minute and there was no color to any of the bath bombs except the yellow. So, and the yellow wasn't even that bright that it would even show that well in the tub. So I would say no to this if I were you, but again, to each his own. So that's it for the Shopkins, and that's it for the children's bath bombs. I'm going to come back in I'll do a separate video for the adult bath bomb. So that's all for the children's bath bombs. Talk to you guys later. Bye.